Welcome to Designed for the Creative Mind, a podcast for interior designers and creative entrepreneurs to run their business with purpose, efficiency, and passion. Because while every design is different, the process should remain the same. Prepare yourself for some good conversations with amazing guests, a dash of Jesus and a touch of the woo-woo, and probably a swear word or two. If you're ready to stop trading your time for money and enjoy your interior design business, you are in the right place. I'm your host, Michelle Lynn. Hey. Welcome back to Design for the Creative Mind, the podcast where we get honest about what it really takes to build a beautiful, profitable interior design business. And I'm your host, Michelle Lynn. Today we're kicking off a new series. I'm calling it Booked by Accident versus Booked by Design. Because if you've ever found yourself doing all the right things, like the polished portfolio, a solid reputation, some good years of experience, and yet the dream clients still aren't showing up, well, babe, you're not alone. And you're definitely not doing anything wrong. In fact, I just had a conversation with one of my bakers about this, a week or so ago. Here's what I'm seeing. You might be missing a strategy that speaks to what's going on in our industry and in our economy right now. So that's what we're going to unpack today. We've all been told some version of just do great work and the clients will come, right? I've heard this. I'm assuming you've heard this. And of course, there was a movie, just build it and they will come. Early on in your business, that might actually work. You get referrals from friends. You get referrals from friends of past clients, or that random inquiry that comes through Instagram and you think, okay, this is working. But then it's inevitable. It slows down or it dries up completely. And you're left wondering why your business, something that you've poured your heart and soul into, isn't attracting the level of inquiries that you expected. Or maybe it's not attracting many inquiries at all. Well, here's the reality that we're all living in right now. And that's to say that good work doesn't always speak for itself. Because right now, we are in an economy where clients are hesitant to spend. Trust is low. And I'm seeing it myself at ML Interiors Group. Like, people are taking months to make a decision that they used to make in days or weeks. Your dream client could be over researching, overthinking, and waiting for some magical sign that now's the time to move forward. So it's not that you're invisible, but it's the visibility alone. It's not enough. And I'm telling you this from my own experience at ML Interiors Group. I've been running this business since 2008, and the past couple of years is completely new to our economy. So let's talk about marketing, okay? Or rather, let's talk about the advice that we've all heard. Like, you just need to post more, or you need to use the right keywords for your search, or you need to use the right hashtags, or like, I'm just going to call it right here. I'm going to call BS, because look, I love a well-curated Instagram feed. Okay. I love a website that shows your work in its best light. But if your marketing plan consists of posting a picture, adding a few hashtags and hoping for the best, y'all, that's not strategy. That's confetti. It's like content. Let's just call it content confetti. Okay. And there's enough noise out there right now. So what worked in the environment, let's just say pre and just after, like pre and post, and maybe even during the pandemic, okay, it doesn't work in today's environment. So let's be serious. Like, your dream clients are not scrolling Instagram thinking, whose kitchen is the most photogenic? Right? Right? They might stop and say, ooh, that's really pretty. But what they're really thinking, okay, if we get down to the heart of it, what they're really thinking is, who will actually get this done on time? Who will make this process feel less overwhelming? Who do I trust to come into my home understand my taste, and not blow the budget.
You're an interior designer, not a marketer, but somehow you're stuck spending hours on SEO, social media, and email campaigns instead of doing what you love, designing beautiful spaces. Marketing shouldn't take over your business. That's why Sidemark was built by designers for designers. We offer done for you marketing services like SEO, paid ads, email, and even social media management so you don't have to lift a finger. Not quite ready to let someone run it all for you? We also have done with you software subscriptions that include all of the tools you need, along with live coaching, courses, and 24/7 live support to help you market smarter with a clear plan. Imagine getting back to doing more of why you started your business in the first place. Solve the marketing overwhelm and visit www.mysidemark.com today. That's www.mysidemark.com.
Okay, so if your content doesn't answer these questions, it doesn't matter how pretty your pictures are. Am I right? Yeah, actually, I am. So, because I'm in the trenches with you, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the shift. I'm talking to my clients about what are they looking for. So it's time to pivot, or as my friend Robin says, she doesn't pivot, she twirls. Okay, so girls, let's twirl. If visibility isn't about perfection or presence or posting more, what is it about? Well, it's about clarity. It's about consistency, and it's about connection. So there's a few things that you can start thinking about right now. This is what I've been thinking about at ML Interiors Group, and we're making the pivot, or we're twirling, and that is to stop marketing like a designer and start marketing like a guide. And this is what I tell my clients actually, and I have been for years, is that as ML Interiors Group, we are the designer, yes, but we are the storyteller to their story. We are the Sherpa leading them up the Mount Everest of design. So we are the guide. Okay. Our clients don't want a design hero. They want someone who can solve a problem and make their life easier. So, no duh. Like, why? I say no duh. How is that not just a throwback to my cocky teenage years? But when we get the call, we explain to them that we're the guide. Why are we not sharing with them in our marketing efforts that we're the guide? So, it's time to talk less about pillows and more about peace of mind, right? I mean, come on, that's so simple. But when it went off in my mind, like I don't know, a couple months ago, it was just like, oh my gosh. So now I'm trying to convey it via our Instagram and my team who helps with the social media. So don't go judge it right now. It's taken a while to turn the boat, but it's coming together. But another thing to consider is to market to the decision maker and not to your peers. So this is something that I see. Thankfully, I've outgrown this in my own design business, but I see this a lot with the designers that I interact with and just when I'm scrolling myself. But too many designers write captions that impress other designers. Okay. And what I mean by that is that you're using terms that only other designers are going to understand. Okay. Your client doesn't know what a waterfall edge is, and they don't really care. What they care about is whether their kids can spill juice on the island and not ruin it. Okay? Or maybe wine. Not their kids spilling wine, but them spilling wine. So talk to your decision maker. One of the things that I teach and is the ideal client profile. Like we go through such an intensive identification of who we're talking to so that when we are sharing our voice, the right avatar is hearing it. So keep that in mind. You're talking to your ideal client profile, not the designer that's scrolling through looking for pretty pictures and inspiration. And then another thing to keep in mind is to show up consistently. But it doesn't have to be constantly. So is there a rhythm that the algorithm prefers for the gram? But it could be the gram, it could be Facebook, it could be LinkedIn, like wherever you're showing up, just know that fewer helpful posts, like, or let's just say one clear, helpful post a week will do more for your business than 5 posts that are just confetti. Okay, they're just noise. They say nothing. Marketing isn't about volume, it's about value. So here's where this leads us. I have created a totally free live 3-day workshop for interior designers, and I'm calling it Booked by Design. Okay, it's Booked by Design. And basically, what this is it's going to be a 3-day client catching workshop for interior designers. Because designers keep telling me the same thing. I'm showing up, but nobody's biting. I'm burnt out from content creation with no results. My leads are random, inconsistent, or just not aligned. And y'all, I'm feeling the same thing with my interior design firm, ML Interiors Group. So if you nodded to any of this episode, like this workshop is for you. So here's what we're covering. I want to invite you now. Day 1 is nailing your message. You're going to get clear on who you are, who you serve, and how you actually talk about your services in a way that clicks with clients. Okay, especially the ones that are going to be slow to make a move. The second day, you get seen and you get leads. We're going to walk through marketing strategies that are working right now. Like right now, we are using ML Interiors Group as the lab. Okay, I should probably call it, instead of Michelle Lynn Interiors Group, it's going to be My Laboratory Interiors Group, ML. Okay, this is going to be for real designers in the real economy. Okay, and no, I'm not going to have you dancing on reels. Okay. Um, thankfully I never did that. I know TikTok, it was a big craze, and it was a craze on Instagram as well. We're not dancing on reels. Okay. We're just going to do some practical aligned visibility without burning yourself out. And then the third day, it's a live Q&A and action planning session. Okay, where we're going to bring it all together so you leave knowing exactly what to do next to attract the right people to your business. Okay, so our goal is to take you from crickets to clients. Again, it's totally free. It's happening live August 4th through the 6th at 12 noon Central Standard Time. You can register right now if you head over to the designbakehouse.com and go to the events section. Okay. And the link's also going to be in the show notes. So no excuses, no excuses. Here's what I'm going to leave you with. You can build a business that gets booked consistently. You can create marketing that doesn't make you cringe, okay, or that you don't hate to create. And you can become known for your brilliance without burning out trying to prove it every day on social media. Okay, but none of that happens by accident. It happens by design. So join me for the Booked by Design workshop, and let's turn your visibility into actual aligned inquiries. So in the next episode, next week, we're going to dig deeper into why relying on referrals isn't a strategy. Okay, Gaia, if you're listening, this one's for you. Okay, and what you should do instead. So until then, thanks for listening. And as always, keep designing your business as beautifully as you design your spaces. Hey, y'all. If you love the show and find it useful, I would really appreciate it if you would share with your friends and followers. And if you like what you're hearing, want to put a face with a name, and get even more business advice, then join me in my Facebook group, the Interior Designers Business Launchpad. Yeah, I know, it's Facebook. But just come on in for the training and then leave without scrolling your feed. It's fun, I promise you'll enjoy it. And finally, I hear it's good for business to get ratings on your podcasts. So please drop yours on whatever platform you use to listen to this. We're all about community over competition. So let's work on elevating our industry one designer at a time. See you next time.